I like going straight to the answer. The definition is balanced training, right? What that means. When I was start like to understand how dogs learn, and I was looking for a lot of positions on the field. Some people say, "Hey, we're stress free, just positive reinforcement only." And I like to say when I did also the course was just positive reinforcement, and was interesting like see from that perspective of okay, I can say like 85% of the cases we gonna use positive reinforcement, right? But like I said, the other 15, I was like, okay, what's the answer if I'm just like ignoring something? And so let me give you an example. So people like the positive reinforcement only say, okay, if your dog is barking, you're gonna let him bark for 10 hours straight. When he stops, after 2 minutes, you just go say good boy and give him a treat. All right, that works, right? And you can do this like for a month. But like I like to say, okay, but if you put in one situation, right, that you like live in a building, or like even like you can live in a house, and I would say like, man, the dog is barking 10 hours straight, and you doesn't do nothing because you're just positive only. Oh, because you try to redirect, you lure him with the treat, and I was just like looking, okay, like this kind of training for this one is not working. Just positive reinforcement for that situation is not working. And I was just like looking for the other side. And I like say not a old school side, but it was a little like another side of okay, we have other ways for the dogs to learn, and I say positive reinforcement is a one way of how the dogs learn. You have also negative reinforcement, positive punishment, negative punishment, right? And I started like looking for this like with more curiosity because those other parts people doesn't talk too much because people are more afraid of hey, if I'm just gonna say something that I'm gonna punish a dog or I'm gonna correct the dog, people think we're gonna kill the dog or we're gonna do something to harm the dog and the dog's gonna be oh. But when we look, right, on the nature, when we look even in our lives, we have a lot of moments that we need to we need to feel something, we need to feel a kind of pressure, something that gonna makes us maybe like do one step back because it's too much, but after that it's gonna fuel us to keep going, and that is gonna fuel us to sometimes to break some barriers that we have. So I was literally I was just like I'm not in the middle. I use both of I use all of the positive reinforcement training, of course, but if I need to use something to make that thing I was using to explain about the barking, right? So all right, positive just barking all the time. If I'm gonna use all of the other quadrants from the equation just to help, okay, we have to stop. We have to make him stop barking. What we can do to stop barking? Oh, give him a treat, lure him. No, man. We have to interrupt that barking. We have to make something for him to stop. And we have to also to think why he's barking, why he's alerting us. So why he's doing that? Like maybe someone medical condition, maybe someone lack of exercise, maybe he's like Maybe he wants to say something for us. Why? Like we have to see the big picture to understand why and what's going on. For that answer life barking all the time, like it's not that's I like to say this is not normal. That's not normal, and this is you can see sometimes you look for the dog. He's like suffering for something that he's not like telling you like while we're using words. He's like showing all of the signs of stress, anxiety. So and like I was saying, answering your question, like I'm balancing trainer. I use all of the quadrants to help the dog, but of course, always in the best way, always in a way that he can understand my communication. He like if he gonna feel I want correction, if he needs something, it's gonna be always on the best way for him to feel that, absorb that, to make him grow, not just to free punish the dog and get that behavior. Because actually, I say I don't want for him to have a fear from me. What I want for him is to get that idea of, hey, like we don't like that, we don't accept that. Instead of you do this, you're gonna do that. So yeah, it is.